Hey guys, welcome to another exciting video. My name is BrandonCowden with Studio B Music, and today we're going to be doing a video on the number system. I'm so excited. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to read one of these. Now this is I hope you can see that. I can't tell. But this is a numbers chart, and this is a song that I charted out, and it's just one page, and it has every section of the song written in numbers. So I have 641, 6415, yada, yada, all the way down and all the way through that. Okay, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to read one of those charts and to write one of those charts and why it's important. So let's get into it, okay? So today, before we start, there's a couple things you need to know. You need to know what a 2 chord is, and you need to know what a minor 7 is. So let's go through those. So a 2 chord. So right now we have a C major chord. And if I want to add the 2, make it a C2, then I add the second note of the scale, right? 1, 2. Okay, and so I just add that to my normal C major and just add a 2. And this is something you should be doing with almost every chord, especially in contemporary music. There's always a 2 typically. Okay, the next one is a minor 7. So we take a C minor chord in root position. All you're going to do is you take the root, which is C, and you're in your right hand only, and take it down a whole step. So half step, whole step. Okay, and then you go to, and you play this. This is a C minor 7. So that's how you play a minor 7. I don't want to get into the theory of it on this video, but I want to tell you a quick way to get to it because you'll need these 2 chords. Now, the next thing is you'll need to know all of your major scales, okay? And if you don't know your major scales, that's all right. I have a PDF document that's in the description below that you can download for free, and it has all 12 keys and all the number system in all 12 keys. So included in that, we'll have major scales for each one, and also we'll have for each number tell you what chords to play, okay? But you really need to memorize your scales in order to master the number system in all 12 keys. Okay. Now the next thing I want to say before we get into it is there are or ask you or tell you why you need to know the number system, right? So there are 3 main reasons that I tell everyone to learn the number system. Number 1 is to learn songs. Okay. When you're learning songs and you're trying to play by ear, especially when you're first getting started, it's difficult to okay, I hear this note, but I don't know what else to play in it. The number system gives you options to play. And after you learn this number system, you can play, I would say, almost probably 90% of contemporary music that's out there today. So a lot of the newer songs you're hearing, like The Blessing, you can learn that right after you learn the number system, and you can start playing it by ear, okay? So, and I'll get into a little more of that later. Okay, number 2 is communication between musicians. Now, when I communicate to musicians, I will tell them, all right, let's go to the 2, or let's go to the 4. Or if I don't have a talkback mic, I'll just throw up 4, 5, 2, whatever the number is we need to go to. So it's easy to communicate versus me saying D, right? That also looks like E. So, and I've had that happen where I've said like D and then somebody goes to an E. I'm like, no, not E, D, And if they can't hear me or they can only see me, read my lips, that's the best they can do. But if I just throw up a 4, there's no way you can confuse this with 5, right? It's 4. Okay, so the second part is communication. Okay, and the third reason that I tell everybody to learn the number system is playing in every key. Okay, because if a progression is 6, 4, 1, 5 in one key, then it's also 6, 4, 1, 5 in all 12 keys. So if you know your numbers, you can play anything in any key instead of saying, oh, it's A minor 7, F2, C2, G2. Now, if I try to say that in the key of A flat, I would have a hard time saying that. But if I just said 6, 4, 1, 5, it's like, oh, okay, it's just 6, 4, 1, 5 in every key. It doesn't matter. So those are the 3 reasons you want to learn this, and those are super, super important, okay? Now, let's get into this. All right, so in the PDF document, you're going to see your scale. You're going to see some theory on what each number represents. So like 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor, and 7 is diminished. I believe it says DIM on there. That stands for diminished, okay? Now, that doesn't mean you always play those type of chords on those numbers, but typically that's what's going to happen, okay? So let's talk about what the number system means, and we're going to start with the most basic part of the number system. Now, if you're a bass player, this is going to be, and you don't know numbers, listen to this part, because this is going to explain it for you bass players out there. All right? So each number represents a note of the scale. So we're going to start in the key of C. So if you number the C scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to 1. Okay, so each one of those is a number. Okay, so in the scale, let's say the number 4. Okay, I say, hey, let's go to the 4 chord. Okay, and that means your bass is going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to play F in the bass. Okay, so that's the 4. And if I say, let's go to the 5, that means you're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to play G in the bass. Okay, so if I say, let's play the 2, you're going to play 1, 2, play 2 in the bass, and 1 is going to be C. Okay, so that's for the bass. So each number represents a bass note. Okay, and it's the bass note that's in whatever the scale degree is. Okay, so the left hand is easy. Okay, for bass players, this part, as long as you know your scale, you can learn this in a few seconds. It's really, really easy. Okay, so for our piano players out there, the question really is, what do you play in your right hand, right? So I know I'm playing C in my left hand for the 1, but do I play C in my right hand? No, you're not going to play that. You're obviously going to play a chord in your right hand. So that's what this lesson is really about. What are you going to play in the right hand? I'm going to give you those. They're also going to be written in that PDF document for you. But you need to memorize these, okay? Don't just look at the document and find, okay, the 4 is this, the 5. Memorize what the 1, 4, 5, all of that is, okay? So we're going to start with the 1 chord. And I've grouped these in 3 different groups, group 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to talk about group 1. Group 1 is going to be 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord, okay? So all of these are major chords. And these are kind of like what I call, it is what it is, okay? So what I mean by that is if, the 1 is C, you're going to play a C2 chord in your right hand, okay? That's it. So the 1 chord is C, so I'm going to play a C2. Now my left hand, I always play 2 notes, usually 1 and the 5, okay? But the 1 has to be on the bottom, okay? So 1 and the 5, and I play a C2 chord, okay? Now the 4 chord, so you count up 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to play F. So you're going to play an F2 in your right hand. Okay? So now I have the 1 chord, C2, the 4 chord, F2, and then guess what? The 5 chord is G. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G, and you're going to play a G2 chord. Okay? So you with me? So now we have 1, 4, and 5. So let's take this really quick. I'm going to just play a couple different variations of it. So let's say I want to play progression 4, 1, 5. I'll tell the band, hey guys, let's play 4, 1, 5. So we say 4, 1, 5. Okay? Again, 4, 1, 5. And this is a progression I've played in songs before, okay? So 4, 1, 5 there. All right, so that's group 1. Those are super, super easy. So like I said, make sure you memorize them though. Don't just keep looking at the sheet, memorize it. Learn your scales and memorize that because it's going to be the same in every key. Before we move to group 2, let's do group 1 in another key actually. Let's do it in the key of F. So the key of F, the scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And all we have there is a B flat. Okay, so we have all of those in the key of F now. So let's do the 1. So the 1 is F, so you're going to play an F2. Okay, the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is B flat 2. And then the 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C, C2. Okay, so that's all you're doing. 2 chords, F2, B flat 2, C2. Same thing, if I do 4, 1, 5, or 5, 1, 4, all the same, okay? So that's in 2 different keys there. So now let's move to group 2. And group 2 are the minor 7th chords, okay? These are always minor, all right? So this is going to be the 2 and the 6. And when we use the numbers for doing hand signals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is like this. And then some people do 7 differently. I usually do 7 like this when I'm telling the band. Because obviously you don't want to put 2 hands up and be like 7, So I do 7, and then my thumb is always 6, okay? So that's how I communicate with them, just side note. But anyway, 2 and the 6. So again, this is all, you already know what your left hand is going to be, right? What's the 2 of C? So 1, 2, that's somebody D. So you're going to play D, and you're going to play, it's a minor 7 chord, so you're going to play D minor 7. So again, quick tip on the minor 7, you start with the minor triad, just the regular. You just take your thumb down, half step, then to a whole step. And that's your minor 7. Okay, so that's the 2. And then the 6 A minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you know A is in your bass because it has to be, right? Because that's the number 6. So if A is not in the bass, then it can't be a 6 chord, okay, right? Because 6, you have to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And then you take your thumb down a whole step again. So that's an A minor 7. So now we have 2 and 6. Okay? So now let's play a progression. I'm going to play 6, 4, 1, 5, super common progression. I'm going to go over some songs in that in just a second. So we have 6, 4, 1, 5. Okay? Now I'll do 6, 2, 4. Oh, I'm sorry, I did 4 there. So I'm sorry, 6, 2, 4, 1, 5. Okay? So that's your 2 and the 6. 2 and the 6 are minor 7 chords. So if you just remember minor 7 on 2 and 6, you'll be good to go. Now, the third and last group are going to be the 3 and the 7. Now, these are kind of the oddball chords here. So what we do on the 3, we know that C, in the key of C, the 3 is E. And on the 3 and the 7, I don't play the fifths. I don't play 1 and 5. I always play octaves typically on the 3 and the 7 because the fifth doesn't really sound good on this chord. So I'll play E in the bass because that's the 3, 1, 2, 3. So then the question is, what do you play in your right hand? So for the 3, you're going to play the 1 over 3. Okay, so the 1 chord, which is we know is C, so it's C2 over 3 bass, which is E. So C over E. Okay. The 7 is very similar. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 7, you're going to play the 5 chord over the 7 bass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G. So G over B. Okay. All right. So you have the 3, C over E, and the 7 is just 5 over 7. Okay. And we don't, sometimes we say 5 over 7 or 1 over 3, but typically it's just understood that the 3 is 1 over 3 and the 7 is 5 over 7. Okay. So there's those 2 chords. And that's it for the number system. So let's look at how we can play using just the chords that I've given you in the number system to play. And I have 10 songs written down here. I'm going to go through them really quick. So let's start with Waymaker. Okay. Everybody knows the song Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in Darkness. Okay. So that song, the progression is going to be, starts on the 4, goes 4, 1, 5, 6. And that's the entire song. That's the verse, the chorus, vamp, whatever. 4, 1, 5, 6. So let's review. In the key of C, the 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, F2. 1, obviously, is C2. 5 is G2. And then 6 is A minor 7, right? 6 is the minor. Okay, so we have Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker. Okay, so 4, 1, 5. So I play Waymaker in the key of C using the number system. And this is what I was talking about earlier when you're picking out a song. If I was trying to find Waymaker, I listen for the bass line first. And I'll probably do a separate video on picking out songs and using your ear. But if I found that the bass was A, F, C, G, then I know A is the 6, so I know what the right hand is. So I don't have to guess what the right hand is. I know it's going to be a minor chord. I know this is going to be a 2 chord, 2 chord, and a 2 chord. Okay, so now let's transpose this to the key of F. So the key of F, it's going to be also 4, 1, 5, 6. So you have 4, which is B flat 2, 1, 5, 6. So miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you have that. Let's do one more key. Let's do the key of, let's say A, okay, which actually is in the key of A. Okay, so you have 4, 1, 5, and then 6. Okay, so So, and you know, and obviously you don't have to play each one of these in root position. You can do like. So I have another video that I'll put up in the card above on worship chords, and it'll kind of break down the 1, 4, and 5, how you can play that more in a CCM type way. Okay, but you can check that out later. So that's Waymaker. Let's do Break Every Chain. Break Every Chain is 6, 4, 1, 5. So break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. 6, 4. I'm back in the key of C. 1, 5. Okay. Let's do it in a let's do it in F. 6, 4, 1, 5. Okay, so you can see how quickly you can transpose to many keys. I had to play, actually this song I had to play in the key of G one time, and it was a gentleman was singing it, so he wanted it in the key of G versus I believe it's in A. So I just quickly could go. I know it's 6, 4, 1, 5. Okay, so easy to transpose. Okay, I'm gonna skip through a couple of these. One Thing Remains. So back to C. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. 6, 4, 1, 5. So easy 6, 4, 1, 5 movements there. All right, so a lot of contemporary songs have that 6, 4, 1, 5 progression. Let's skip down. Let's do The Blessing. That's a newer song. The Lord bless you and keep. We'll do it in key of C. It's normally in B, but we'll be able to transpose it once we learn this. So this song is the verses are 6, Lord bless you, 4, and keep you, 3. So that's that C over E. Okay. Make His face shine upon you in 5, and be gracious to you. The Lord turn His face toward you, 3, and 5, you peace. Okay, so really easy there. And then you have 6, amen. Right, 4, 1. Okay, 6, 4, 1, 5 again. So you have 6, 4, 1, 5, and there you go in every key. You can do that. So we take it to B again. So Lord bless you and keep you, make His face shine upon you, and be gracious to you. Da da da, face toward you and give you peace. Okay. So again in the key of B. So keys don't matter when you know the number system. Okay. Let's go to a fast song, Every Praise. So we'll do this in C. Every praise to our God. 6, every word of worship in one accord. 4, every praise is to our God. Okay, so this one is 1, 6, 4, 5, 1. Okay, and so once you start using numbers, it's going to be easy to, like I said, transpose, each one. So 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, and you'll memorize these progressions is what we call them. So a lot of times when I'm playing with, if I don't know a song or someone else doesn't know a song, I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. It's just 6, 4, 1, 5 or 1, 5, 6, 4, or I'll just call out the numbers. Especially during an altar call, we're doing a song that maybe we haven't practiced in a while or the band doesn't know. I can just call out the numbers to it. Okay. Let's do one more, or let's do a couple more. So let's do Reckless Love. So. Okay, so this one right here, play a little. So right here I'm playing, these chords are going to be 6, so we have 6, 5, reckless love of God, 1. Okay, so we have 6, 5, 4, 1, 7. So that's the G over B, that's 7. Chases me down, 5, still I'm found. Leave the 99. I don't deserve it. I didn't earn it. Till you have the reckless love there. And that's just that. So in this song in particular, I've done it in B, C, and also in G flat, which is like more of a male vocal key. So if I did it in G flat, it doesn't matter to me. So I know it's 1, 7. There it is. Sorry. So 6, 5, 4, 1, 7, 6. Super easy. Okay, so I'll end with this one. Wait on the Lord, another popular song by James Wilson. So this song is in the key of G. So let's look at it in G, then I'll transpose it around. Okay, so we have we're just gonna do the chorus. So it starts on the 4. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, and He'll renew your strength. Okay, so that one is y'all don't make fun of my singing here. Okay, I'm not a singer. So we have 4, 1, 6, 5. 4, 1, 2, 5. Okay, so let's do that in the key of C. So really easy. 4. Okay, so we have 4, 1. It's hard to catch it at first when you change keys. Wait on the Lord. So 5 and 4. Wait on the Lord. And you have 2. You do, and He'll renew your strength. Okay, so wait on the 1, 6. Wait on the Lord. 5, 4. Wait on the Lord. And then 2. Not 1, sorry, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 4. Okay, and so then I just add the melody. Okay, so that's using numbers, so I can transpose that to whatever key, it doesn't matter, and I can easily learn the song. Okay, so there's probably 8 songs that I went through using the number system. And when you're playing contemporary music, they're all this simple. I mean, I could play 100 songs of just 6-4-1-5 or 1-5-6-4 or whatever. You know, there are tons of songs like that. Okay, so this is going to be key to you picking out your own songs, as well as you can learn hundreds of songs with just one progression, and you learn them in every key. So you're not limited to the key that you learned it in. Okay, so this really expands. It's going to expand a lot of you guys' territory as far as the way you play now, okay? So anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. I know this is kind of a longer video, but I'm excited, to be teaching this. And let me know, guys, comment below. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, you need to smash it right now if this video was helpful. And if the video wasn't helpful, go ahead and smash the like button anyway, because we're friends, all right? So hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any of my videos. All right, and comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think about the number system and if you're going to start using it in your worship set. So I want to end the video with this, guys. I'm using some different sounds on this, so you can hear some of the like background sound strings and stuff. Now I'm using these sounds. These are from Pretty Simple Music. Okay, Kevin Conley, I believe his name is, and he has a great YouTube channel. Head over to his channel, subscribe to that channel. But I bought these, they're $20 off of his website, and it's called The Ultimate Experience. So people ask me about the sounds I use. I'm using that now. I just started. I'm running it through MainStage. So if you want to check those sounds out, do that. Also, I'm putting my Cash App and PayPal below. Guys, if you want to donate to the channel, that would be very, very helpful and help the channel grow, and I would appreciate it so much. Helps me put more content out. So if you want to do that, please, you can donate, 50 cents, $1, $100, $1,000 if you want. Okay, but go ahead and hit that and make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share this video as well. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.